Spend the day with me as a girl that's just living. So today I woke up and I said I feel for some cornmeal porridge and some fried dumpling. But the fried dumpling is gonna be stuffed with corned beef. So come along with me as I make this. So I want to fry dumplings, but I want to add corned beef inside it. So first things first, we're gonna cook the corned beef, and then I'm gonna make the dough for the flour. So I don't have much to put in my corned beef, so I'm gonna cut up my peppers, my onion, and I cut up my onion is like to run my knife through cold water so it doesn't burn my eye. That I'm good. I cut up my scallion and I got some garlic. Turn my stove on, so now the stove is gonna eat while I try to open this. Try to open this corned beef, and let me tell y'all how I never used to know how to open these things, and then I had to just learn. Cause when you live by yourself, you have to learn how to do everything yourself. So let me see. All right, so I have to pull this way, the opposite way. Wait, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I don't want to put this up. Yeah. So like so. Gotta take a minute before I use my brain cells to finish. Oh my gosh. And then you rip. Then I like to put it in a bowl first. And then, oh my god, this thing is hard. Ooh, ta-da. Got it. Then I'm gonna use a fork and squish it out. Okay. I like to do it like that before I put it in a pot and try to do it. So it's much easier. I don't know. It's just me. Okay, it's all ready to go in the pot. But now I need to put some oil in the pot first. Let's put some oil in the pot. I think I need a little black pepper for this. And also, we're making cornmeal porridge, so I'm gonna turn the stove on under my water. And in the meantime, I'm gonna put some cornmeal in my cup. I think I need a little bit over 1 cup. I have no actual measurements here. I'm just eyeing it. But also in my let me come closer. In my cornmeal pot, let's hold off a second. I think this is getting hot. That smells so good. You're gonna saute it. But as I was saying, because I'm multitasking here, okay? I'm gonna put half a stick of cinnamon in my water while it's boiling. And bay leaf, and I'm gonna put a little bit of milk too. I have some organic milk, and we're gonna let that boil. Anyways, back to the corned beef. Now we're gonna add a corned beef to the pot and stir. This pepper is really not hot, so I'm gonna throw a little bit of hot, crushed pepper, a little bit of black pepper, and a little bit of my Himalayan salt. I think you want more oil too, cause I don't like oil, so I don't use a lot of oil all the time. And then we're gonna mix. Stir this. All right, time for the cornmeal. So this is the cornmeal. We're gonna add some water. Mix, and in this water, we're gonna add some vanilla, nutmeg, and cinnamon. But this is the cinnamon sugar. I want the original cinnamon. Mix. There you go. Now we're gonna add this to the boiling water. You're gonna add this to the water and then you're gonna mix. With porridges, you always mix. Just mix because you don't want it to be lumpy. Now it's time to make the dough for the fried dumplings. So I'll be using 2.5 cups of flour, or maybe not, because that's gonna be a little bit too much. I think that's fine. Half teaspoon of salt, and then 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And then you don't know butter. And then we're gonna use some cold water. This I forget the part to mix the dough, but it's somewhere here. Oh yeah, here it is. And then add the water. Put this down, then turn it on and let it do its thing. Or you're gonna be like, why are you not kneading it with your hand? I don't like kneading flour. Kneading flour and cutting up meat is something I don't like doing in the kitchen. That's two things for me in the kitchen that I don't like. Cutting up meat, kneading flour with my hand. I don't think so. Anyways, we're gonna let that knead. You see how quick that was, and I didn't have to put my fingers in there. So now we're gonna let this sit for like 15 minutes with a damp cloth over it, and then see you back in 15 minutes while the oil hot and all that. All right, time for the moment of truth. No, this is not my underwear. It's a tight time for the moment of truth. It's been 15 minutes. We have our due. Now let's see if I can put them in parts. Can I use this on it? No. Let me take this off. I think that's just too much. Five. I think 5 is good. So what I'm gonna do is put it like that, and then put the corned beef inside, and then try to do it like this. I am not an expert chef. I am not a chef. I'm just a girl like this. The cook who loves food. I love food, so I'm always in the kitchen trying something. Yeah. But that's it. And then we're gonna let it fry. But first, let's put some oil in a pot. Let's put a good amount of oil in a pot. Alright, I think that's good. Now back to making these. Now it's time for the taste test. The moment of truth. This is the porridge. No fancy, nothing too. Mm-hmm. No, the dumplings. Can you see that steam? It's hot. It's hot. Be careful. It literally just came out the stove.